We had just begun to settle into the quiet after Amelia's return when the world shifted again. This time, not because of a girl, but because of a curse. It began with a visitor. An old man, hunched and travel-worn, arrived at the palace gates under the veil of twilight. His robes were simple but marked with ancient embroidery, symbols I couldn't read but felt important. He carried no weapons, only a walking stick and a presence that made even the guards hesitate. His name was Timothy.
"I've come to speak to the king,"
he said.
"And the girls."
He added, eyes flicking between me and Amelia.
"Both of them."
Timothy was brought to the royal council chamber the next morning. King Vincent and Queen Rosalind sat upright, alert but calm. Amelia sat across from him. I stood behind her, unsure if I was a part of this story or just an echo of it. Timothy bowed once, then he spoke.
"There was a time when the name Jokestar was only known in whispers,"
he said.
"A magician, a wanderer, a man too curious for the laws of light, and too powerful to be ignored."
I froze. That name. I'd heard it before. Back when the palace was still my prison. Back when Sir Cedric mentioned that the princess had vanished during a celebration. A name spoken in hush. A man rumored to have cursed the royal bloodline. Timothy's eyes met mine.
"You both were caught in it,"
he said.
"The curse."
He explained it simply, but the weight of it sank slowly, like stone. Years ago, during a celebration, Princess Amelia's 8th birthday, Jokestar had been invited to perform. He arrived smiling, charming, promising harmless illusions. But beneath the performance, he hid something far darker. A mirror artifact, ancient and sentient, capable of transferring essence. Not just identity, but memory, presence, fate. He had brought it into the palace that night, and cast a curse not just to make Amelia disappear, but to confuse her identity entirely.
"Not to destroy,"
Timothy said.
"but to displace."
He turned to Amelia.
"You were taken, not in body, but in self. The mirror unraveled you, sent you far, wiped the memory clean.
Then he turned to me.
And you, Emma, were caught in its echo. You didn't just resemble her. The artifact reached for the closest mirror of her, and it was you."
The room fell silent. My heart thudded against my ribs. This wasn't chance. This wasn't accident. It was magic, cruel, complex, intentional. Queen Rosalind gripped the edge of the table.
"Where is this mirror now?"
Timothy's jaw tightened.
"It's still here, buried, hidden in the palace."
A chill ran through me. I had lived in this palace for months, slept here, walked its halls. All the while, the very object that had shaped my false life had been somewhere inside these walls, watching, waiting. Timothy said he could sense its presence, faint but still pulsing.
"It's a dangerous object,"
he warned.
"but its power can be broken, if shattered by one who has lived through its curse.
He looked at Amelia, then at me.
Or by both."
Later that night, I stood with Amelia in the palace courtyard. Neither of us spoke for a long time. The moonlight brushed across the marble. Eventually, she turned to me and said,
"So, we were cursed?
"Seems like it," I said quietly.
Does it make everything that happened less real?"
I shook my head. "No, just more complicated." She smiled.
"That sounds about right."
The next morning, Timothy gathered us for the search. Through secret halls, forgotten stairwells, abandoned chambers left off the palace maps. It was in the old West Wing, sealed years ago after a fire. Dust thick on every surface, silence like a blanket. And there, behind a collapsed tapestry and broken arch, we found it. A mirror, tall, framed in dark, twisted silver. Its glass shimmered without light. Even looking at it made my skin crawl. Amelia stepped closer. Her reflection shimmered, then split, then flickered into mine. She gasped. So did I. Timothy raised a hand.
This is it.
The mirror that took our names, our places, our memories. The curse we never knew we lived. And now, it was time to break it.